transport will also help to improve air quality and ease long-term traffic congestion. The project has set new benchmarks for public transport infrastructure, while also being completed with a strong safety record, significant environmental achievements, and a continual focus on community involvement. Safety was the #1 priority on the Epping to Chatswood rail link, especially considering the size of the workforce and the duration of the project.
Epping to Chatswood's employed a large number of people. Best we can count, around about 12,000 people have worked on the project from the beginning to the end. We've worked over 10 million man-hours on the project.
Well, the ultimate goal for all projects of TIDC that people come to work and go home to their families at the end of the working day safely.
All parties involved maintained a focus on safety that resulted in the lost time injury frequency rate for the life of the project being 4.4 per million hours worked, compared with the industry average of 16.7. Delivering an underground rail line and connecting to an existing surface rail network, as well as constructing new and upgraded stations, was a massive task.
We've had a lot of challenges on this project. The size of it, the scale of it is a challenge in itself, the logistics of it, the numbers of stakeholders that have been involved in the project, the technical complexities of the project, and the duration of the project. Going for 8 years from start to finish is a long time to keep everybody focused.
In addition to the half-dozen major contractors on the project, there's been upwards of 300 other organisations involved.
TIDC engaged the Thies-Hocketief joint venture to deliver the civil and systems package of work, which included the tunnel construction. In order to excavate the twin 7.2 metre diameter tunnels, 2 tunnel boring machines, or TBMs, measuring 210 metres each in length were used simultaneously.
There's a huge amount of work that goes behind the TBMs, the logistics behind it, just actually getting them working. All the conveyor systems, all the ventilation systems, electrical systems. Huge challenge, but the people we had, they had the experience and they had the knowledge, and they did a fantastic job. We had a world record for tunnelling. It was a period of 24 hours as a record for this particular type of diameter of tunnel, and we achieved 92 metres in a 24-hour period.
This record was significantly above the average of 35 metres a day the machines were expected to achieve, and is a credit to the team. 26 kilometres of tunnelling through Hawkesbury sandstone generated significant amounts of excavated material. Appropriate reuse of this material was a key consideration on the project. Their vision was turned into reality by A.W. Edwards, who were engaged to fit out the 3 new stations, as well as undertake the redevelopment of Epping Station.
And I have the same response when I go into the Epping to Chatswood rail link stations as I think the public will have. They will be wonderful places and spaces to be in.
Well, I love these stations. They're big cathedrals, they're big and airy, natural light wherever possible, fantastic access for all people, escalators and lifts as well. So it's very, very good for the people of Sydney. And I think people will really notice the difference when they start to travel to this network.
A similar theme was followed in Hassel's design of the new Epping Station aerial concourse, which provides clear passenger circulation and makes use of natural ventilation and lighting. All stations provide easy access, with 58 escalators and 18 lifts installed across the project.
The escalators that were installed at Epping, which connect the existing surface platforms to the underground platforms, are some of the longest in Australia. We actually had to install those while the existing station was operating, and we did that with a very large crane where we were able to lift the escalators in pieces across the operating rail lines and deliver them down through inclined tunnels to their final locations about 20 metres underground.
At either end of the link, the commercial and residential hubs of Epping and Chatswood presented their own specific challenges.
There are several challenges involved in working in a live rail environment. Of paramount importance at all times is the safety of both the travelling public and the people working in the construction of the project, and to maintain the reliability of the rail service. How we achieved that was predominantly by creating a physical barrier between the new works and the existing rail corridor wherever possible, and we did that by buying additional land. It required a lot of staging of the works to, in some cases, move the existing railway over to one side to give us the space on the other, and that's obviously the safest way that we can do it.
At Chatswood Transport Interchange, TIDC entered into a contract with a consortium led by CRI Australia to deliver the redevelopment of the station along with retail and residential components through a public-private partnership.
What this does is enables TIDC to bring in and directly contract with other organisations with that specific expertise in developing and building retail and residential and integrating it with the public infrastructure outcome that we're looking for.
Delivering a project of this scale and complexity is a triumph of engineering and construction.
4 million tonnes of excavated material, 26 kilometres of tunnels, 26,000 metres of rail track weighing 3,300 tonnes, 14,000 trees and bushes planted. By whatever measure you want to use, it's a massive project.
Many years of detailed preparation, testing and liaison between the designers, contractors and the operator have gone into delivering a smooth transition from construction to operation for this major new link in the Sydney suburban rail network.
I think we've overcome the challenge of the design brief, but I've been around the world in the last 2 or 3 years, to Copenhagen, to London, to Washington, where the international benchmarks of rail station design are, and what we have done is equal to, and in my view better, and will set the benchmark for other people to match.
It's just been fantastic to be part of such a great engineering marvel.
I think commuters will love using the new stations. They're very easy to access, they're very light, the design is a very high quality design, and I think that it'll be a very positive experience from their point of view.
You know, it's a great success for all the construction team, the designers, and also for the operators as well.
This is where I think rail stations and rail links will look like and be in the future. So welcome to the future.
A message I'd like to pass on to the broader team that has been involved over the past 8 years in the delivery of this project is that they should all be very, very proud of the product that we have delivered to the public, and I think the public will be appreciative of that.
When we started out, we wanted to produce a piece of transport infrastructure for New South Wales that was best in class. And that was our vision, and that's what we've done.